guys! The other day I was about to buy a whole load of towels for the restaurant from T2000, but they were 16,000 each, and I just wanted to check if there was anywhere else selling them. My friends suggested I check out a shop in Kissimente, so that's where we're heading now. These lovely guys let me park outside their shop. Alright, so this is... oh, they've got a coffee shop. This is Honest. This is where my friend Grace was telling me to come and check out. Let's go see what they've got. Alright, so it looks like a fairly standard supermarket, but they reckon that at the back they've got some household goods. Let's go have a look. So we've got a lot of T2000 stuff here. I'm curious what the prices are like. They're looking about the same as T2000. I can't remember what these were at T2000. They're saying 3,000 here. So it sort of looks about the same prices. But the blenders are quite good. 60,000, 50,000. Not an overwhelming selection of stuff. These small towels are saying 6,000. I think they were 9,000 at T2000. Here we go, there's the bedding. 45,000, 60,000. Yeah, it's the same prices as T2000. But I was looking for towels. Let's have a little look. Ooh, these... nope, they actually... I was about to say they feel really nice, but squishing them a bit more, they feel exactly the same as T2000 quality. And that one says... it's like 18,000 for one towel. Yeah, I don't really like white so much, you know, I mean we wash and clean everything thoroughly, but I don't know, white can just get messed up really easily. So yeah, I have to say I don't think that these towels are a better option. I think I might as well just go back to T2000. Oh, it's all just crammed in everywhere, isn't it? Yeah, I mean they're okay towels, there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm not sure. Oh, we've got bras and underwear. You don't see a lot of this. Yeah, so the only selection here is white. I think I'm going to go back to T2000 and buy the towels that I left behind last time. So today I'm heading into town. We're off to a place called Canis. So Canis, they have an online store and they sell all sorts of kitchenware like blenders, air fryers, deep freezers, all of this sort of stuff. Also, I think when buying something like an air fryer, you want to actually physically look at it because you can get the dimensions, but like it's easier to visualize it when it's sitting right in front of you. Rather than trying to kind of figure out what it looks like in your head. And then I'm going to go back to T2000, Té de Mille, because I need to get the towels. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go and do today. And today I'm going to take a public moto because when I asked Canis if there was parking, they said, no, it's difficult. And you know, as I have shown before, it is difficult to park in Kigali. So today I just don't want the stress. I'm going to take a public moto so I can just hop on it, hop off it. Yeah, let's go get that done. Remarkably easy. We're in the old town in Kigali near the mosque. It's sort of the oldest part of the town, and there are loads of little back streets here and the traffic is insane, but I thought it was going to be really hard to find them, but it's actually been really easy. But yeah, looking around, I am glad that I took a public moto and didn't bring my bike. I think I could have parked here, but it would have been a stress. So let's go and have a look at the shop. Well, that was fun. Basically, I was downstairs and I'm looking up at this Canis sign going, well, where is it? And this guy said, oh, it's upstairs, it's upstairs. He brought me to a completely different shop. I just walked in and I said, like, you know, on the website you've got loads of kitchen stuff, but I can't see it. And they said, oh yeah, no, this isn't Canis. So apparently I need to go back downstairs. So yeah, the person assumed he knew where I wanted, but it wasn't where I wanted. So let's go downstairs. Oh, that looks good. Breakfast. All right, I think the reason that I missed it is because it's a small shop and it's got like phones. So I just thought it was a phone sales shop, but they have actually got kitchenware in here. So much stuff. Okay guys, so that was actually super easy. I've just bought an air fryer, a bullet blender, an immersion blender, an ice maker. I think that's everything. So yeah, that was really easy. It's quite difficult because they've got so much stuff online, but they can't really fit everything into their shop. It's quite a small shop. But no, it's really easy. You just pay and they can deliver. So they're delivering tomorrow. So yeah, if you don't know, this is the central mosque in Kigali. And all around here we've got like lots of little shops everywhere. The back streets are busy, but you can find just about anything. There are huge buildings going up every day. It's getting kind of crazy around here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy wandering around the back streets, like cars, motos, people. You all kind of end up sort of in the same place. But we used to come here. This is just behind the central mosque. And we used to come here to buy fabric many years ago to get clothes made. And now all of the clothes are ready made. It's kind of crazy. But it's easy to get turned around and to get a bit lost here. Even me, I know the city, but when I get into the back streets, I get lost so easily. Okay, that was really interesting. I've just made a contact at the bedding shop there because their duvets are selling for 30,000, I think, whereas the ones in Taylor Mill are going for 45,000 each. So it's like a 10,000 difference. So I might give him a call when I'm ready to put some bedding on the beds. So the next stop of the day, T2000. It's crazy around this part of town. There's just so many people everywhere. It's kind of cool. So I've just come into T2000 and there's a printing shop that makes memorial plaques. And they're all for Kobe Bryant. And then this very interesting one here, Trump and Kim Jong-un. Not sure what this is about, but yes, you can come here if you need some printing done. L-Tech. So we're heading back into T2000 again. Familiar sight. So yeah, these look like exactly the same duvet sets, but the guy around the corner was selling them for 30,000. But I think people come here because it's calm. You know, to go through all the back streets, it's like bustling, it's crazy, there's so much going on. And definitely for foreigners. Like even myself, I find it very overwhelming at times. So I think people come here because it's nice and quiet and it's well laid out so you can see everything. Yeah, so these are the towels, but it's bad though because they're 16,000. Alright, there's loads of them are just fraying. So there was another shop selling these plates around the corner, but they were selling them for 4,000. So the plates are cheaper here, but the bedding is cheaper on the street, which is interesting. The other thing you have to be a bit careful here is you see prices, but that's for one, but the items are packaged up. So you have to kind of count how many is in a package and times it by the price, which is kind of time consuming. It would be better if they just like sold a packet and told you how much the packet was. Like again here, the price is per glass, not for the box, which is really irritating if you're out sort of buying in bulk, because then you've got to count how many are in a box and times it by the price on the front. Oh my goodness. Got an entire pool table here. Dread to think what that costs. Oh, it's 2 million. It's about £1,000. Oh, I want one of these. I'm not getting it. 560,000 for that. Oh no, I don't think so. Would be cool to have though. 1.6 million francs. Just to put that into perspective, that's how much it costs to get the entire restaurant rewired for electricity. So, you know, you can either rewire your entire house or you can buy a seesaw. I mean, the prices are just deranged. They really are. But then I think it's to do, oh God, it's really loud here. I think it's to do with like transporting it over land and over sea. Like when you're in a landlocked place, it's really, really hard to get stuff here. So by the time it arrives and then it clears customs and import, which is really high, it's just like, it doesn't make it a viable sort of thing. But also because these things are so rare here, they've got kind of a novelty value that they wouldn't have in many other places. So people are willing to pay higher prices for stuff. I'm quite tempted by this, 500,000 though. But I like the compartmentalised bits of it. Like you can put in there desserts in one, mains in the other. But I think I've bought enough kitchenware for today. I'm back in the snack aisle. I can't go shopping without getting a snack afterwards. I will say the price of cooking oil has gone through the roof recently, but you can still get it for a reasonable price here. I would definitely come here to get cooking oil. And I think it's the only shop I've ever been to where you've got like vegetable mince, soy mince. 2,500 and 1,500 a packet. So if you're vegetarian and you're craving some meat substitute, it's here. That's what I mean. It's always worth having a little poke around these shops because often they have stuff that you just don't find anywhere else. It's quite random, and sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not. Oh, I love these. Their ramen's really good. Just seen they've got a jackfruit snack. I don't think I've ever tried jackfruit on its own. I think I had it once as part of a starter at the hut with bacon. I've never just tried it on its own, so I might get some of those. It's a bit quieter today than it was the last time we were here. So I think that's why people come here. It's just because it's quiet compared to going around the streets. You might get a bargain if you go around the streets, but you know, you're going to be knackered by the time you get it done. So yeah, I think people just like it here for the fact that, you know, you can see the prices clearly, and you know, it's all kind of like a straightforward process to go shopping. Okay, there's a storm coming. I'm heading home. That was quite productive. I feel like we've got all of the plates now, and we've got towels, and the electrics are now done today, and he's done such a lovely job. Amabla's just done the most amazing job. So that's quite good. And also I was talking to my friend, and she was saying, you know, in the time that she's been at Casa Casa, she noticed that the electrics were dodgy, like they would make a funny sort of kind of sound. And now we've got breakers on everything, so the breakers will flick off if there's a problem. Don't know if you can hear the thunder. It's on its way. Okay, I'm home now. I'm just gonna try this jackfruit. Ooh, smells weird. Smells kind of cooking oily. Let me try some. Oh, 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 I like that. It's got a wonderful crunch. Very, very mild flavour. A little bit like banana, but what's it like? Like banana, but not banana, but closely related. Very mild flavour, I like it. I love that crunch. Product of Kampala, Uganda. It's good. Happiness in a bowl. Shrimp ramen. I went for lunch with my accountant at Century Park. I love the faces on these. That sums up my mood today. The food was good. These passion fruit mocktails were delicious. I also took a rare break from work because one of my friends is getting married. We headed to Le Petit Chalet for a celebratory brunch. I'd never been there before and it was really lovely. Friendly staff, nice vibe, good food. These were our appetizers, the goat cheese salad and assorted cheeses. Brunch had a Spanish-Mexican twist and was really filling. Perfect for a long, lazy morning over a bottle of Prosecco. It was really nice to catch up with everyone. We used to go for brunch on a regular basis, but life got a bit busy. And of course, there was cake.